Usually you see some starts with Hunter. And Hunter has a bow right from the start, and it seems like we're on the way, actually, which is cool.
Yeah. Both players starting and picking up the dungeon sulky. Ooh.
No bad RNG, that's good.
No bad keeping up RNG. Okay, now the time's syncing up. Okay. On the way to the first boss, the Silent Demon, right around the corner, basically. It will be a really quick fight, and one of the reasons why you stop the Black Fire Bombs, just throw 5 of them at the boss and he's already gone. Easy peasy.
So they're both dropping the item that they don't need. The overall rule in the speedrun basically is that you always want to drop the items that you don't need. Wait, Master forgot! Damn it! What are you doing? Oh yeah, well that's a lucky start already. So Master kind of forgot that he has the firebomb. So he's gonna have to fight. Oh, he's probably gonna use the firebomb still, but he's gonna have to use them later on, after he's done with this upper part.
Yeah, and she shouldn't be able to go through the door again, so he has to go past the hollows actually.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, that will already cost him some time, but well, it's a Dark Souls race. It's nothing decided yet. Even if that's kind of a start there.
So yeah, you're gonna see Capitaine just going downwards, and Master has to go back to the arena to fight the leftover Silent Demon who's still there.
And that can be scary if the hollows there, but it gets through there really good.
Yeah, he got the RNG. Very nice.
And he can even save a bomb now if he wants to.
Oh, this 900 IQ. Damn, saving the fire bombs.
Okay, now Master obviously with this trap, saving 2 fire bombs of a Capitaine. That will, yes, give him absolutely nothing in the long run, but okay. You saw a little bit of muscle memory there, the door again of Master, I think, or maybe just unencrypted humanity. Because the game is normally timed in in-game time, as opposed to the real time you have in tournaments, obviously. It's normally faster to quit out of doors or other animations.
Yeah. Another good thing about quitting out in this game is that it resets the enemy positions to default, so some quit outs, probably not in these routes, but some quit outs will be used usually to get rid of enemies as well.
Yeah, we'll see that probably at the Crest Door in Darkroot. And another quit out point is that at Lord Rector will quit out, so he drops the Fabring after I kicked him off the cliff. So we see
both of them getting
us,
the roll. That was very nice.
getting through the undead margin now and buying the bottomless box, as well as throwing knives and a bow. And maybe a shield, depends on the runner. Oh, and the rapier. Wait, no bow. Rapier instead of bow, sorry.
Yes.
So the rapier is used for the move swap glitch. We will see a lot in this room, basically for every boss fight. Do you want to explain that, Cutter? Or should we wait?
I would wait, I guess, till they get to the point where they do it.
Okay.
So now you see Master and Capitaine both trying to manipulate the hollows to be able to get through that room. Both of them got it very nicely. And they're picking up the Golden Pine Resin, which is basically an item that you apply to your weapon, and it enhances its damage. And they're going to be using it for Taurus and for Hellkite Dragon. Or Drake, rather, don't bully.
Yeah, and the Gold Pine Rhythm will be the main source of damage in this fight. Because with an unupgraded weapon, you normally won't deal much damage to Taurus Demon. So about 100 of the damage every hit will be from the Gold Pine Resin.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, so like 80% or something. Because he's incredibly weak to lightning, which is the damage your Gold Pine Resin applies.
It's a very nice fight by Capitaine. And now he's going to be approaching the Hellkite Dragon, as I was saying.
Actually, Hellkite will approach him first. We'll dodge the fire now.
Yeah, true.
And now he'll throw throwing knife at him, so he gets down to the ground.
Did he miss?
Ah.
Yeah, he missed.
It didn't throw it because he got interrupted by the bolt.
Oh, okay, yeah. And now, again, the Resident Bandit knife. He's gonna use it to cut the tail and get the Drake sword, which is a pretty good weapon for the early game, but its weakness is the fact that it doesn't scale off of anything later on. So it's really just good for the early game.
Yeah, it's just high base damage, nothing else, basically. There's a key here, as you can see. He cannot use the Drake sword yet, so he will have to take the bonfire before the gargoyles and upgrade, level up a bit. I mean, a bit of strength, and the rest probably in endurance for more stamina, so he can hit 4 times instead of 3.
So far, still very minor difference between both runners. The only thing really was the hiccup by Master in the Asylum, but other than that, they're very much even.
So, for those who don't know, bonfires are basically like checkpoints in this game. So if you sit at bonfire, you will die, you will respawn there. And it's also where you level up.
Yeah, they're gonna be using an item called Homeward Bone, which takes you to your last bonfire that you sat at, and they're also gonna be actually duping it. So basically, items that have a confirmation prompt. So if you, for example, use that Homeward Bone or a boss soul, and you get a confirmation box to say yes or no, you can easily dupe those items by pretty much just queuing it up and then using a different item while using the other item is queued up. You get the confirmation box for the soul or the bone. You press yes, and it only consumes the item that you used instead, which is most of the time going to be Estus Flask.
Yeah, and the reason why we call it duplicate is because we didn't actually have a real duplicate glitch like we have with the CapitaineToinon. So it was called duplicate, even so you actually don't really duplicate the item, you just you can use it infinite times, which still is pretty nice. So Toinon will try to kill the first gargoyle before the second one comes in, basically. Yeah,
Pretty
did
well
it pretty
done.
good there. Not perfect, but good enough for a race.
Master getting the fly up opener.
Classic Master. So Master is a thing with the gargoyle fight, where fights like these are completely normal to him. So it shouldn't be shaken too much.
And that was a really unfortunate jump away. Oh, the R2 strats.
Oh.
Dang.
That the strats you develop if every single gargoyle fight goes like that for you.
And what you just saw Capitaine do was basically dupe the bone, as I said, but he duped it off of the animation of basically pulling the lever.
Yeah, so to go up and ring this bell, so using the lever actually rings a bell, because they will attempt a glitch later on where they need an NPC, and to wake that NPC or to get access to that NPC, you need to ring both bells of awakening. And on top of the tower there, that's the first one. The second one will be after the credit fight in about 20 minutes.
Exactly.
15 to 20.
So now both of the runners are approaching, or Capitaine already is in the Dark Garden. Master is on his way. They're buying some stuff from Andre, the weaponsmith box to be able to upgrade their weapons at bonfires, and then 999 arrows to be able to use the quantity storage glitch later on. Capitaine now is going to be picking up the set here in Darkroot to get the access to the bow, and that way to be able to move swap. And then you're going to see him jumping downwards, most likely healing. There we go.
And then they will collect their Craft Quest Shield, which is a shield that gives you a stamina regeneration bonus while you wear it. And the Register Ring, which is probably the most broken item in the game.
Probably.
Toinon will quit out here to set the elevator to the top, because that's how automations work in Dark Souls. To quit out, they will finish. So there's a little bit of time, even more in-game than real-time, obviously. And now he again drops the unnecessary stuff.
Yep. So getting to
So-
RTSR can be a bit tricky. You see Master quitting out as he picks up the Grass Crest Shield because he doesn't want to get sniped by the Black Knight.
Yeah, so what the Register Ring does is that it increases your attack rating by 50% before damage resistance calculation if you're below 20% health, max health. So why that is so good is because those 50% before damage calculation actually end up in basically doubling your damage. I have to think of a good example, but yeah, well, just
Yeah,
take
the
it.
calc is a bit like complicated and whatnot, but it basically doubles your damage, which is insane. Like they already gonna have a move swap weapon, which we will explain in a bit what it actually is, and the weapon's gonna be really, really strong, and then you add RTSR on top of it, then that's just insane damage. So CapitaineToinon right now is doing the Sense Gate skip. Would you mind explaining what it is?
Of course. So as you see, Capitaineton gets into what we call a death cam by reposting the enemy there and entering the death cam box that is right above the kill box there. And during the death cam, the game will not load any further assets, even if you move towards them. So the ground is still loaded because it's always loaded, but the gate he will pass soon to get the next area is actually not loaded, which should block him normally. So now he gets into Zen's Fortress without any trouble.
Yeah, this basically allows both players to enter the Sense Fortress without ringing the second bell at Quelaag's domain. And as Red was pointing out a bit earlier, oh, Master having some trouble with the parry there. The second attempt should be fine, I think. Nah, he was not close enough to the wall, so he didn't hit the death cam. Okay, there we go.
Yeah, what
So, yeah,
also can happen is
go on.
okay.
Yeah,
that if you repulse too close to the wall, actually, you can enter the kill box and not only the death cam, and that will actually instantly kill you.
Yeah, it's a lot about positioning, right? Because like the triggers are basically if you're too low, you're gonna die. If you're too high, you're not gonna hit the death cam anymore. So it really depends on your angle and positioning.
It's basically timing for the parry and positioning for the repost.
Timing and positioning.
Yeah, so both runners making their way through the Zen's Fortress here. It's a pretty comfy area to run through, actually, if you know the cycles of the axes and boulders and stuff. And you will see, as Toinon just did, both of them taking damage on purpose to set up the Register Ring to get below those 20%. And I just remembered a little math Toinon did to explain how RTSR works, basically. So let's say you would deal 100 damage normally, and the enemy has a resistance of 50, so he reduces it to 50 damage. Now if you have the Register Ring, it gives you 50% damage on top, so now you deal 150, and it again gets reduced by 50, so now you deal 100. So those 50% attack damage rate increase actually double your damage. That's basically dumbed down how it works.
So what you saw Captain do right there was equip the Drake Sword, but he did it in kind of a weird way, right? So what he did was the thing that we call move swap. And basically what he does, the only weapon that he can two-hand in the left hand is the bow, right? So he gets stuck in an animation. In this case, it's always going to be, or most of the time, it's going to be a jump roll. So he's going to jump, and then during that roll after the jump, he's going to queue up two-handing the bow, and then he's going to swap out the bow for the weapon that he wants to move swap. So he's gonna start two-handing the Drake sword in the left hand, which is normally not possible. And because the bow doesn't have any information for a running, rolling, and plunging attack, it takes the info from. That was really close. It takes the info from the right hand, and in the right hand, both players will have the rapier, which has a thrusting moveset, and it has a running attack that basically deals damage in 2 ticks. So they're gonna be able to, with their moveswap weapons, do a running attack that, even though it depletes all of their stamina, basically, or most of it, he's gonna be able to do double the damage with just 1 attack.
And it will be even more broken later when they pick up the Dragon 2, which is a really big and hard-hitting weapon that normally has a disadvantage of being really, really slow. But now it's really fast, it hits twice per attack.
Yeah. So Capitaine taking the Analondo bonfire, leveling up some stuff.
Mainly 27 strength there in order to be able to two enter Dragon 2.
Yep.
Because
Master
Muso sadly
having a bit of
doesn't
trouble.
remove the stat restrictions of the weapon. So if you can't use the weapon normally, you cannot use it in Muso.
So the strat for Iron Golem was very simple, as you could see, both players hitting under the knee level, and that makes the Golem stagger, both of them doing a certain setup where the Golem basically gets ended correctly, and then he falls off the bridge once you hit him in the stagger. Very simple with RTSR because you deal quite a bit of damage with the Drake Sword already to the Golem.
Yeah, they basically deal 4 times the damage they should now with doubled
with
body
Mooswap
and doubled
exactly.
with Muso. Marv checks out.
Oh,
going for the number after there saves like a second or something.
Yeah, I'm proud of my boy.
Will he do fiber or Siva jump? So that's the question.
That will be answered shortly as well.
Oh, he attempted at least. He attempted it.
That was close.
Give him that.
So now Capitaine is approaching the pretty notoriously known duo of Ornstein and Smo. A really, really hard boss fight, casually for sure, and still pretty hard in the speedrun just because there's just 2 bosses at the same time, and if you want to play it safe, it's not that hard if you have practiced enough, but obviously in a speedrun you want to finish the fight as fast as possible, and then as you deal with Ornstein, you can get destroyed by Smo, so it can be quite tricky. It's definitely one of the most inconsistent fights throughout the entire run.
Yeah, it depends a lot on experience too. Even so, experience won't make you like 100% consistent with it. It helps you, like, you have to so many decisions where you are like, can I go for this attack now, or will I get punished by the other guy? Yeah, it's such hard to say sometimes. But, well, both runners are running for a long time now, so let's hope they get through there fast. Obviously, will take the bonfire before us, so they to run back. It's not quite as long should they die.
Yeah, it's like not taking this bonfire is basically a suicide. Like you die to ONS, which can happen even if your experience is over 9,000. It can just happen with being really unlucky, basically. And they would spawn all the way at the start of Analondo, so they would spend several minutes just running back to ONS. So like the risk reward definitely is not worth it. So Toinon now picked up the Dragon Tooth finally, and he's going to be using that weapon for the ONS fights. You also saw him get hit on purpose by the Silver Knight. That's again for the RTSR setup.
Yeah, we'll complete the setup with the fall before us.
Now, this is actually quite a big skip. Like, it saves quite a bit of time, but it's literally just jump over the railing. Like, nice game design.
Yeah, it saves incredibly much, that's true. And makes it way much safer, obviously, because you skip a bunch of enemies that can make your day worse.
So
No
again, the
Musou.
Musou glitch. Yep.
Nice.
Let's see what opening he gets.
Now if he gets the dash, okay, gets the walking, so it's to the left. If he goes
Oh,
to
this is
left
really
or
good.
right, it's basically depending on.
Oh,
Oh,
never
yeah,
mind.
that's yeah, that guy. That's basically the one attack to punish you there. The shovel, the long shovel in this case, even.
Yeah, I'm not really sure. Uh, there might have been a weird position on Capitaine's part because you can set it up in such a way that Smo will shovel from the right side, and then you can get the two running attacks in and just barely walk away from the range because the pillars kind of like block him a little bit. But I'm not quite sure if that was just unlucky or if that was like a minor
Oof.
positional mistake. Also, Master not getting the toggle escape. We haven't explained that
Some
yet.
reason. Yeah.
Toggle escape basically means that once you get hit, or when you're about to get hit, you unequip your weapon, and that cancels the hit stagger animation,
Should
just
work
like that.
normally. Apparently it didn't there. Yeah,
Now
so
we get
that's
the Jump
another thing that
City.
can happen. The bunny on Steam.
I should
And the
have
step attacks
this.
on
Yeah,
Steam
nice.
always have a lot more range than it looks like. So the second phase of against Super Small should not be a problem normally because you can stun lock him unless he jumps back. If he jumps
Yeah,
back, you can break his stun
that's
lock.
why you kill. That's why I kill Orni in the first phase because fighting Super Smoke is like super simple.
Yeah, and you cannot, if I remember correctly, you cannot stagger Super Ornstein.
Yeah, you cannot.
So we see Master going to the other side now because they got a different opening, and with the different opening, it takes longer for Smart to get to this side. So yeah, where they're going is basically depending on how long Smart needs to get there.
Yeah, exactly. What Capitaine did was he shot Guinevere's illusion to be able to basically skip a dialogue and obviously be able to access Gwendolyn without the special ring. Unfortunately, Master missed the elevator here, so he's gonna lose 8 seconds.
Yeah, now we will see Toinon kick down this NPC for a ring he drops, and well, mainly actually so he doesn't kill the firekeeper there, and he can use the bonfire. And the ring he will pick up now is the Ring of Favor and Protection, or short Fab ring. And this ring will increase your health, stamina, and equip load by 20% each. The only disadvantage, if you want to call it that, of the ring is that you cannot unequip it without the ring breaking. So if you unequip it, it's gone for the rest of the playthrough.
Neither player going for bench skip. I'm severely disappointed.
Yeah, same actually. Let's see if they at least plunge something.
At least. God damn it. So Captain right now is approaching Blighttown. Yeah, let's see what strat he goes for. There's basically something called fall damage cancel, which we will explain if it actually happens, or he might do a normal drop. We shall see. It seems like he's going for the normal drop.
Yeah, makes sense. I don't think anyone is yet consistent enough at the fall damage cancel because it's somewhat recently to use it there, because it depends on which weapon you have basically, and with a fist or rapier it's gonna be hard to do.
Yeah, for sure.
So in a race you probably don't want to do it. So Dorian taking the bonfire here, not because he is a peach, but actually because it's a little bit faster to take it. And now he gets the scale at the back of the bonfire, which is the upgrade item or material he needs to upgrade the dragon tooth, so his weapon. And then he will bound back to the bonfire. It's a little bit faster than walking back.
Yeah, according to Mr. Brood.
Yeah, like 1 second or something. At least RTA, and a few seconds more in-game time. Oh, it doesn't matter. RTA, yeah, whatever. I mean, in the end, why not do it in a race? You get a bonfire.
Yeah, exactly.
So Toinon will now make its way, his way, sorry, not its, to Krolak, the next boss fight, which will be somewhat more easy than some people might think after their playthrough, because, well, he has a move for Dragon Tooth instead of a, like, normally you have a +5 or, yeah, basically +5 weapon there on your fighter, +5 early game weapon instead of a late game weapon like the Dragon Tooth. And again, you saw him taking damage there for the RTSR setup.
Yep.
Not sure if that's actually worth it because the fight is so short. But well,
I'm gonna be watching closely now to learn how to do this fight.
yeah.
So
After all
there's
the
a couple
runs.
things that Quilla can do. First, we got the lava. Oh, Capitane got the best opening. He's just gonna completely annihilate Quillag because this lava spell is so
Yeah.
long that you just get 3 running attacks and Quillag is dead.
And now Captain will be able to ring the second bell of Awakening we mentioned. And now he will go for the Quantity Storage Glitch after he took the bonfire and walked to Firelink. And let's see how Master's fight goes. In the meantime.
Yeah, you don't really want to die here. Like even though your bonfire is kind of close, it's still the death. Loses you a bunch of time.
Yeah, for sure. So now, yeah, Master obviously gets the worst opening.
Oh, hit the bot.
Okay, got a butt explosion cancel.
And another
Another
one,
butt explosion cancel.
but
Insane.
yeah, but pretty well played. His positioning was on point.
Yeah,
It's not too hard to hit the bot really to get that explosion because Dragon Tooth has like an insane hitbox. It's a really big and long weapon, so you can easily like even hit her on the side and like pierce through her and hit the bot at the same time.
yeah. So, by the way, after ONS, both players got the Lord Wrestle, which will both of them be able to um, makes them able to warp between bonfires. So Captain can just warp back to Firelink now. And
Just
now we'll do
basically win
the
the
quantity
game.
storage glitch.
Yeah. So quantity storage, basically, what that is you can store the number when you're like choosing anything to buy or to sell. Basically, what Capitane right now is doing is he's selling souls to Smo. But what he can do is he can store the amount of arrows, which is 999. That's why they bought the arrows, and he can keep that storage basically into the menu. Not gonna say how because it's not really necessary. And then he can sell the soul 999 times. However, even though he has it once. However, what also happens if you have the soul in the bottomless box, you're gonna dupe it 99 times. So he sells it 999 times, but also gets it extra 98 times in his inventory. So see, he got the 999 master on the right side of the screen. Again, stores the amounts by looking at the arrows. And then he's gonna do the same for firebombs. And he's gonna do the same for the dragon scale. So that means they only have the one dragon scale they picked up in Blighttown. Master messed up there a little bit. And because they're gonna sell it 999 times from the bottomless box, it's actually gonna get duplicated, and he's gonna get 999 of them, or 99 rather.
Yeah, you would get 999 if 99 wasn't the maximum you can have. So that makes him able now, of both runners, to upgrade Dragon Tooth to the max level +5. And obviously they have a bunch of levels of souls. So he can basically level up whatever he wants. So you will see him level up a bit of vitality, a lot of endurance, so he can fast roll even with everything equipped basically. 53 strength, because that's when the Dragon Tooth can give you the 2 cycle on Artorias. Or to attack Artorias. Did it level up anything else? Any magic shenanigans? I don't think so, right? We'll see.
Yeah, this is the quantity storage quite the recent discovery. It is actually December 2017, so just a couple months back. And ever since then, it has evolved into what we know as equipment slot manipulation, and it basically made all bosses the fastest route in all bosses quite annoying and quite bad.
But also super much faster.
Yeah, very much faster. Like it basically saved like 90 seconds.
Now see CapitaineToinon during the Fire Stage elevator clip. So the circle on the ground is actually an elevator, and it belongs to a different area than he is in. So he's in Codex domain, and it belongs to demon ruins below. So that causes it to load in a little bit later than your character. And every time you quit out and load back in, your character moves a slight bit backwards. So after a few quit outs, the elevator, the player is so much more backwards that he will clip through the elevator before the elevator loads. And well, then you can plunge the fire sage that just stands there. And because the AI load of the fire sage is tied to the fog gauge, you don't even have an AI and cannot fight back. So easy peasy boss.
Easy peasy indeed. The plunge itself doing a lot of damage, so you don't have to deal as much damage anymore. How are they
it's like
gonna
the plunge and 3 warning attacks instead.
Yeah. Now Capitaine's gonna be fighting Ceaseless, who can be quite a bit of an centipede. Sorry, they just killed Master just killed Ceaseless. Yeah, they're gonna be fighting Centipede now, and Centipede can be quite the annoying boss because of the camera and several attacks. Also, this lava here will like instantly kill you, basically, if you're in RTSR range.
Yeah, well, it's also a 2-cycle in RTSR, so shouldn't be much of a problem. Yeah, plays it perfectly there. That's really consistent the way that it.
Really nice.
And the centipede drops a ring that makes the lava damage much more manageable. So
yeah, that's why Capitaine was waiting there to get the drop.
Yeah, so literally can walk over lava now.
Yeah, if you're not blind by the texture already.
Yeah, this game has really cool textures for lava. So next boss coming up is a very unique boss to Dark Souls, and also a very hated boss, I would say. The Bed of Chaos. So what makes this fight so unique is that you don't actually like fight a body with a health bar. Well, you kind of do, but not actually. You do fight a tree, and the boss is in the middle of the tree, protected by a shield. And to get through the shield, you have to kill 2 orbs on the side of the arena. And after you kill the first orb, the ground will start collapsing. The tree gets fire attacks and firestorm attack, and it's really annoying. So to not need to do all that stuff, someone named Toki found a threat with fire bombs to just kill the orbs from the middle of the arena by throwing 2 bombs in neatly sniped places. And then you can just roll in the middle directly and kill the little boss inside. And skip all the annoying fight around the platforming. And yeah, those bombs are called Toki bombs because Toki found them.
Shoutouts to him.
Yep, definitely. Made a lot of runs better.
Yeah, it saves like 100 seconds, so yeah, definitely good time save.
Also, both runners having 24 vitality, so they will both survive the one attack the boss can actually do to hit you while you're in the shield room, basically.
Yeah,
unless
exactly.
they get the pixel perfect double pillar. So watch out.
Yeah, they should be both quite safe.
Yeah, they should be. Definitely.
So now we see Capitaine using the bow to make the setup easier for him. First bomb hit. The second one should as well. There we go. Both the orbs are destroyed, and now he's going to approach the worm in the middle. And he's going to be able to kill it in one hit with a fist. What's funny is that the worm gets more HP in NG+, and you cannot actually just use the punch attack to kill it in subsequent game.
Also, sadly, fist damage in Dark Souls 1 doesn't scale. Unlike Dark Souls 2 and 3. So you will always have the same damage. Doesn't matter how much strength you or dexterity you leveled. So Capitaine will now buy the Crest of the Terrorists, which is a doesn't look like a key, but it is a key to a door.
Yeah.
He will need it in a Darkroot Garden where he'll head now.
Yeah, he bought it with his humble 7.5 million souls.
Yeah.
This is so far pretty close race actually. Like the fact that the route is the same, you can clearly see who's ahead and by how much. And really, Master just lacking speed in certain fights, but other than that, like no major mistakes by either player.
Also Asylum.
Well,
it's actually
yeah,
like a lot of what he's missing here. Well, not that much.
okay, both bombs missing, very nice. I mean, hitting,
missing.
sorry. Both missing.
Oh, very nice. Both missing. Nice.
Not biased at all, by the way. No, hitting, of course. Like missing the bombs can be a problem, but usually you have like enough time to throw another one if one misses. So
yeah, Toinon taking the Darkroot bonfire there. That's a super important bonfire, and every route ever will revolve around it basically. Because from that bonfire you will get to the Hydra, which will give you access to DLC. You will get to the Swift boss fight, to the Butterfly boss fight. And after you kill Hydra and you get to the Duke's Archives to get a broken pendant there, you will also access the DLC from that bonfire. And on the top of that, that's one of the bonfires that is not warpable to you, even if you have the Lord Vessel. So you want to keep it all the time, without changing bonfires in between. So Capitaine using gravity here to set up RTSR. The fall damage you get is dependent on how much you weigh. So you equipped a few items there to take enough damage from that fall. And now easy peasy Hydra.
yeah, using fall damage is really nice because it doesn't matter how much HP you have; it's all scaled off of percentage of your max health. So yeah, fall damage is always consistent, no matter how much health you have, basically, or like how much maximum health you have.
Yeah, and to make it even more cruel, to set up RTSR falls, the Hydra drops a ring that halves your max HP. So it actually also halves the damage of drops you take while you have the ring equipped. That makes for a really cool RTSR setup throughout the run.
So both players are now killing Hydra, or Capitaine already did, and that's because it's not a boss, but it allows them to access the DLC, which has 4 bosses, which obviously they need to kill in a normal boss speedrun. You saw Capitaine quit out to spawn this golden golem, which trap Dusk, Princess Dusk in it, and this is basically the way you can get into the DLC. So talking to Dusk allows you to kill a golem in Seth's archives, or Duke's archives, and that gives you an item that will allow you to enter the DLC. So, like, why would you make DLC easily accessible when you can make it like 3000 IQ kind of task?
Yeah. On top of that, actually, also both did the fall damage cancel there, so I guess we should explain it now before I forget. The fall damage cancel. Yeah. How it works basically is that during a fall you can perform a plunge attack on a slope. And if that slope like moves your character a bit, you are able to roll mid-air. And then you can roll the fall damage.
Yeah, basically every roll gives you iframes, and if you delay the roll enough to be able to roll right above the ground, you can just go ahead and iframe the fall damage.
Yeah, and the reason why you want to do it with a big weapon is because big weapons like the Dragon 2 have much longer plunge animation, so you have more time after the plunge attack to roll. So it makes it much more easier than like Fist, which is a really short plunge animation.
Yeah, it was not actually a useless bomb. Exactly what Brute said in the chat. But yeah, now CapitaineToinon is fighting Sif, good old Sif. This fight can be quite weird, but yeah, as you can see, this fight is quite weird. Like, you got the confused Sif AI, so that was very clean. He didn't really have to do anything there except for attacking.
Yeah, I'm not sure if the time you spend on setting out arts there is worth for that fight, because it just makes it from a 3-hit fight to a 2-hit fight. Might depend on RNG if it's worth or not. You also see both runners picking up the stone armor set there, which will be used for the Nito fight and the butterfly fight.
Yep.
It's an armor that, well, gives you a lot of resistances and, more importantly, poise. And poise is the stat that determines if you get staggered by an attack or not.
Yeah.
So
they're gonna be able to just tank the damage, tank the attacks without like being staggered, which is really nice. They also pick up the Hornet Ring. Why do they pick it up, actually?
well, for the last fight of the run, the Kryn boss fight, they will use parry and repulse attacks. Well, parry into repulse attacks to finish him off. And the Hornet Ring boosts the damage on the repulsed. And without the Hornet Ring, you actually need 3 repulses. With it, you need only 2. You
okay.
only need 2.
Fair enough. Let's see what Master gets. This is the best opening you can get, basically, but you're gonna... Ooh. Oh, Master missing the rather dodging the fastest attack. Very nice. And again.
What good.
Couple of misplays there in that fight for sure, but really nice reflexes when it comes to dodging that attack. Like, it hits super fast. You really got to be ready for it. In the meanwhile, Capitaine on the left side of your screen killed the... Nice gesture. Killed the blue golem, which gave him the broken pendant, which is the item I talked about that will allow him to enter the DLC. And Master right now is actually going for Butterfly first instead of going to Seath.
Yeah, so what actually is remarkable about Tom Inside is the juke skip he's performing right now. I kind of thought you would explain that when you started.
Yeah, sorry. So basically, Duke skip is saves several minutes. It's quite a big skip. It skips like the entire scripted section with Seath that's coming up, or that will normally come up in a casual playthrough. But it's actually just abusing the level design and the collision. So what he does is he sends the elevator downwards, then runs off at an angle to land on the railing, and then just rolls off the railing to land in the lower floor below him. The first time he missed it, but saved it with a quit out, and this time he got it very clean, so that's super nice.
Yep. It says like, if I remember correctly, 3 or 4 minutes.
Yeah, around
really,
4
really
minutes, definitely. In the
So
meanwhile,
let's-
Master is chugging the firebombs on Butterfly with the stone armor. So as you can see, like, he just takes the attack, doesn't deal that much damage to him.
And now you will see Toinon using the ring, the Hydra drop, to set up the T-Stone ring here. So first he halves his HP, which also halves the fall damage he gets, and now with a few drops, he will get below 20% of his full HP without the ring, then switch the ring back to Artist Aura, and he will have the aura and the damage boost. So there are 2 drops Toinon can do, the manly drop and the boy drop. Let's see what it does. I feel like he's gonna do the boy drop, because he died to the manly drop already. Yeah.
I've heard that he adjusted the setup, though.
Oh, no. Manly drop. Yeah, he got it this time. Nice. That's...
Don't fall off the platform now. Very nice.
Right, we all also saw that already in the tournament.
Really? By who? Hello?
Raiden, I think.
Oh, okay, yeah, that definitely wasn't me. Okay, it's fine. So Master is gonna be rolling the board now. Almost rolled too early. Actually, got staggered there. I'm not sure if with this amount of HP you get one shot though. Like in normal runs, you get one shot by the board, but
You survive one more.
yeah, you
So I
survive.
totally don't get hit all the time by them.
So Captain now, you saw the clams there before the sea fight. He's going through that area with like a pretty specific pathing to be able to avoid getting a clam in that fight because the Fogate spawns after this cutscene, and if the clam gets into the arena before that, he will have it in the fight. But it seems like he is fine, and fighting Seath is very simple. You just attack the core and easy peasy.
Yeah, now we'll see Master attempting the juke skip here.
Yeah, this is Master's chance to catch up a little bit because obviously failing Duke skips loses quite a bit of time as you need to do 2 quit outs, which RTA is quite punishing.
Hmm. I'm not sure actually if it's faster to wait for the elevator RTA wise after you quit out first.
Very nice.
And he gets it, yeah, no problem there. Now Toinon making his way to the butterfly. Will look very similar fight probably. Let's on the other hand, Master got a bunch of flying butterfly there. So Toinon should be able to get a faster fight here. And afterwards, he will make his way, sorry, I said it's again, to the DLC. Oh, and he gets the Doombo butterfly. That just doesn't move at all. Oh, no, he does. That's a way faster fight than Master had. Oh, and he misses. Still faster.
So yeah, Captain approaching the DLC. DLC is basically one of the coolest parts of the game for sure. It has 4 fights, as I mentioned earlier. You see Master going for the boy drop right there, so he did a different drop than Captain. And the bosses are pretty hard usually because they can tank a lot more damage, so you need to wait for more openings, which means more RNG, which means, you know, more room for your own human mistakes. And yeah, the bosses are just really, really cool.
Yeah, they're certainly also in speedruns on the harder side of the spectrum. But obviously no problem for our super experienced speedrunners here. So we just breeze through the DLC like gods.
Maybe. Hopefully.
Maybe, yeah. Let's see.
So yeah, Master using the firebomb now to destroy the Crystal of Immortality first, and then it should be a 2-shot.
Yeah, easy.
Very nice.
Easy. So Toinon making his way to the Sanctuary Guardian, the first DLC boss now. Which also should be might even be a 1-shot if he gets the attack in the weak spot.
Hit, yeah.
Let's see if he gets the Dutch Guardian. Oh, that's the first lightning.
That's a good start, yeah.
Oh. Damn it.
So now he's just going to be able to stagger Guardian and then straight up do another running attack to be able to completely destroy him.
Yeah, needed 2 attacks there, what a blood. Could have done it in 1.
So currently Captain is roughly in like minute and 35 leads, minute 40 leads over Master.
I don't know, you told me. You're better than that. Figuring out the time difference. So Toinon picking up the hidden body spell here. Which does exactly what it says. Also catalyst to cast it. So the hidden body spell hides your body for a certain amount of time. It just helps not getting attention of enemies and going through areas with a lot of enemies, like in DLC, for example.
Yeah, that's a lot of enemies in the DLC. Like especially after Artorias, the game kind of becomes Dark Souls 2 a little bit, and there's just a lot of enemies. And going through those areas without hitting body would be pretty insane. So Capitaine actually is skipping the bonfire, so that's gonna be a bit monkey shake.
Yeah,
Because
bold move.
if Capitaine dies to the next skip, which is Royal Wood skip, which he's gonna do again the full damage cancel that was explained earlier by Red, or if he dies to Artorias, he's gonna spawn all the way back in Darkroot before the DLC.
Yeah, that's a few minutes he would, sorry, not will, he would have to run back using the superior standard setup here.
Very
Better
nice.
respect that.
And Master getting the one shots. Bang.
Yeah, nice. And now I'm gonna buy 99 Light Talisman, Bones, and Green Blossoms. Green Blossoms is an item that boosts your stamina recovery by 93%.
He actually bought just one talisman. He messed it up.
Alright,
Pressed
only one.
cancel
Oh.
and then bought one.
Yeah, well, okay. He should have
Oh, Master
bought
skipping
it.
as well. But yeah,
Um,
let's see how Artorias goes.
yeah, so eating a Blossom there for much more stamina. That should be easy
He's
peasy.
playing it
Fight.
safe. Yeah.
Yeah, not
Playing
going
it
for the 2-shot
safe.
there. But a super safe 3-shot. Ah, now he's safe basically.
That was pretty well done. Definitely good choice of strategy considering he skipped the bonfire. Like getting to 2 shots, basically it all depends on your positioning, and if you mess up your position behind RT just a little bit, you're gonna get destroyed.
Timing
Because
and
you
positioning.
Yeah, exactly.
So Toinon looks like he would backtrack now, but he actually has to go into the little area there to trigger the next boss fight. So fighting like Calamite, the boss he wants to trigger now, is just as easy as getting into the DLC. So once you're into the DLC, you have to trigger the boss fight once by walking into what is later the boss arena. Then you have to get a key, open the door, the key opens, talk to the NPC behind the door to shoot down the dragon for you, and then you can fight him again there. Easy peasy. Completely intuitive. And now we see Master fighting Artorias.
Yep. Master a couple times messed up the move swap, did it too fast, so then like he gets an attack instead of the 2-hand animation. Alright, let's see. Is he going for the 2-shot? Oh! Master with the backstep strats.
Perfect timing and positioning here.
That was really good. Really nice.
Yeah, now we will see the hidden body spell in action at Toinon side. Or maybe he already used it for the Calamity trigger, I don't know, I watch Master. Basically, we'll just run through a bunch of enemies here and we will mainly ignore him. You're not completely like, not completely hidden, so they will still spot you by sounds.
Spot you by sound.
Somewhat. Well, they get awkward if you're near them because they hear your footsteps.
So they don't necessarily spot you. Because you're hidden. You have a hidden body.
You know what I mean, god damn it.
I'm sorry. So yeah, Capitaine is approaching now the wall. No, he's approaching the mimic with the crest key in it. So obviously, because Miyazaki is evil, the item that you need to actually get to Goth to be able to fight Calamites, he hid it behind the mimic. So that's why he's gonna throw the Lloyd's Talisman. So he neutralizes neutralizes the mimic, and then he is easily able to get the crest key afterwards.
I do not accept the pronunciation Goth, by the way.
How would you pronounce it then?
Go.
Go? Go where?
Not go. Go. Whatever. There's
Whatever.
No NPC with a
Just
weird
basically one of Gwyn's knights, okay? Let's put it that way. Like
Yes.
that big
Go to
giant ass
Norway.
dude.
Perfect. So, Toinon making his way down to the Dark Chasm of Old now to fight the next DLC boss in Manus.
Yeah, many people's favorite boss of the game, actually.
Yeah, for sure. It's a really cool boss fight, just because it has much more variety, that's how it word, in attacks than most bosses. Definitely
Yeah,
goes into
and
double digits the number of attacks he does, and skips the bonfire here as well.
dang. Well, I mean, the thing is that like dying to Manus is actually pretty hard. His attacks all have pretty good hitboxes, and with enough practice and timing and positioning, you can avoid all of them pretty easily. The scary part of this part of the game would be picking up Darkbeat, which neither player will be doing. So that's kind of the reason why you would actually. What is Master doing?
You missed the mimic. Okay, Master actually not throwing those talisman, they're just killing the mimic old-fashioned way. Toinon going for the Manus Fogate skip there.
Very nicely done.
But Cutter, what is Fogate skip?
So Fogate Skip is basically exactly what it sounds like to be. It says like 3 seconds, 4 maybe RTA, and you can enter the arena without ever going through the Fogate. Unfortunately, the AI for Manus is already loaded, so it doesn't work as with Fire Sage when you completely disable the AI. Capitaine getting the good attack. That should be the end of Manus there. Okay, one more hit.
Yeah, okay, got
Yeah,
it.
pretty well done.
And again, the power of the Cream Blossom there helps him out very much. Oh, gets the cancel under the Homer drone, so it doesn't go out too early. It's actually not that easy to get.
So let's see if Master takes the bonfire.
Alright, is he a peach?
He
Nope.
doesn't either.
Yeah, I think
Oh.
Master just knows that he runs against one of the best runners of the game right now. Can't take any safe measures against them.
Yep. Definitely really, really cool race so far, though. Like, both runners playing really damn solid.
Yeah. So Toinon talking to the NPC we talked about, the Knight of Kryn,
Yes, that guy.
to trigger the Calamite fight, and now he can go to the arena he was before and fight him, actually.
Master not going for the full gate skip, so you see how getting to the full gate and taking it looks like.
Over.
It's gonna have to move up in
Can
this kind of weird
actually-
place first. Very nice.
Okay. If it takes too long there, you can get killed by humanity. That's kind of spooky, but I got it.
Not an
Okay.
R1.
Okay,
Calm down, Master. So now there's gonna be a magic attack. It's the circle, so that's like super
That's
good.
the perfect,
It's gonna be
yeah.
able to get to running attacks. Doing his backstep strats, very nicely done.
Also not boning out early. Nice. So what the bonfire skip does is two things. First, you don't actually need to light and rest there. And second is you bone back to the right bonfire immediately instead of having to warp in between. So
Yeah,
RTA-wise, it actually saves quite a bit.
Exactly. Like in-game time, it's not that bad. It's like 15 seconds, but RTA, it's like it would go up to like 25, maybe even 30 seconds. Ooh, Capitaine giving Master a chance now.
Yeah,
So-
what a nice guy, man.
So basically, what happened there? He got the swipe attack, which, depending on your timing, or rather, depending on your positioning, the timing for the roll changes.
Both
Let's put it that way.
Timing and positioning.
Yeah. So if you're just standing right in front of Calamite, it's a different time than like the roll has to be timed differently than when you're on the left side and he does this attack, because obviously he's gonna collide with you earlier. So now the race is actually really close.
Yeah. Let's see.
There's literally like 15
like,
seconds between
yeah,
the
15
two
seconds
runners.
should be about it. Mm.
Yeah, it's around 18, 20 seconds roughly.
Yeah, 18 seconds, if my counting was correct. So now, round 2 for Toinon, round 1 for Master. Again, taking drops are obviously, and Queen Blossom for the stun recovery. And now Toinon gets a perfect opening. That gives him 2 free attacks, and it is a 3-attack fight.
And this thing.
What is... okay, you got a turn there.
That's
the one thing that went wrong in the fight, the rest was basically perfect. The only better way of the fight could go is if Kawami just walks backward after the first attack and can get an attack in immediately.
Okay, Master not getting so lucky with the RNG. What is Calamity doing? This is like precisely why Calamity is such an annoying boss, because like its AI is so stupid and hitboxes are not very good, but well played by Master, getting another backstab kill.
So now Toinon will clean up some early game bosses, the Carper Demon and the Gaming Dragon, and I suppose Master will do as well. So the Carper Demon will be a one-shot actually, so one running attack.
Well, hopefully.
Should be, if it hits both parts of the running attack.
Exactly.
If you want to play it safe, you equip the stone armor there. So
CapitaineToinon doing the lower underberg skip.
Yeah, and got it. Good.
Yeah, again, it's just abusing the level design to skip having to run around. Oh, Master going without the hidden body.
Oh god, Toinon.
Monkey shake.
Yeah, that gives Master a chance to catch up again even more.
Okay, Master's going for the stone armor strat that you mentioned.
Yep.
Easy.
It triggers dogs, but well, they also cannot stagger you. So, well, just makes your movement a little bit slower. Doesn't really lose that much.
Oh my god, this is so close. Don't get it.
Yeah, Master caught up a little bit now. It's only 10 seconds difference now.
So the difference in the next fight is going to be that Master will not have the RTSR range for gaping, while CapitaineToinon will have the RTSR, so he will have the edge in that fight for sure.
Yeah, should save one attack. Yeah, Sastatine mentioning a good point there, that the Stone Armor strat can give you the Capra Demon in AFK for the first part of the fight. Because equipping something during a fog gate into a boss room for some reason can, I think it's randomly, we don't know yet, make the boss area load slower. And Toinon getting the
good
bad
opener.
RNG there. And now they're exact. And now Master's a little bit ahead actually.
Alright, so
just
let's see.
a tiny bit.
Master getting the
RNG.
good opener.
Yeah, you want to attack the head there. Because, well, first it's safe, he doesn't do any attacks during. And
so it's gonna be a 2-shot for Capitaine, 3-shot for Master, but now they're pretty much even. Like, oh, this is crazy!
Oh! Toinon got hit by the sorcerer.
Yeah, but survived, fortunately. I mean, a trade there wouldn't really... If he died there, it wouldn't have been that big of a problem.
Master of going full triad, not triggering the cleric. Toinon.
Well, Capitaine don't have his audio.
That can actually cost him run.
Oh my god! And if you don't even have his audio, like... If he loses this race because of that cleric right there, and we don't have the audio, like it's gonna be quite ridiculous.
Oh god.
My Capitaine is probably pretty confident, right? Like he only died once, he made like one mistake. He's probably not expecting Master to be playing this well.
Yeah, so both of them have to wait now for the bird to pick them up and take back to the tutorial area. It takes a long time, as you can see.
Yeah, quite a while.
Oh god.
So now Master is 10 seconds ahead.
Yeah, using the ring swap there again to get into our range. This race.
This is madness.
Yeah.
This is the closest race so far I've seen in the tournament.
Ah, well,
Oh,
I guess
okay,
you don't
he's
see
fine.
Typo versus newbie.
Well, I saw the ending there for sure, but like,
Oh yeah, it
like,
wasn't that close during the run, yeah. That's
yeah.
true.
Okay, so Captain getting quite a better fight, but he unequipped his, he undid his move swap, so he had to move swap again, which again lost him sometimes. So like, what the hell is happening even?
Oh, god. That's like a, what, 2 second difference now?
Yeah, it's like exactly, it's like 2 second difference. Like what?
You know, I prepared a sick Excel so we can see which bosses they killed, but they do the exact same order and are exactly the same. Why do I even still do that Excel shit here? Alright, both
Ah,
runners going down to Niter, or well, first pinwheel, then Niter. And a death there will probably decide the race if one dies there.
yeah. Let's,
Yeah,
let's see if they do the plunge.
it would be hype.
I think Master will go for it, and I think Captain will too.
Yeah, I think Master does it in his once in a way.
Yeah, exactly. Captain also having experience with that plunge thanks to running the any percent no wrong warp category.
Okay, both going for the good strat there. Oh god, it's completely even now.
Like what? I don't even
It's
like.
like
Hello?
6 frames different.
Oh yeah,
Ah.
both gonna go for the plunge. I think.
Oh, Master going for the crash plunge. Oh,
Ooh,
okay, Master didn't get it. Toinon got it.
Captain in the lead now thanks to his
Yeah.
superior setup rather. Master getting hit. That should not be an issue. Get it?
Okay, got it.
Oh my god, dude.
That's
This
a little
is
bit faster there, but the setup is super shaky.
yeah.
So, well, didn't really give him the edge there that he hoped for.
So,
Oh well.
so what is left basically in the run? We got
Well,
TOTG and
Pinwheel,
then
interesting.
Analondo.
Yeah, Nito for Kings on Alondo.
And for yeah, that's
That's it.
insane. So one shot on the pinwheel.
Oops, I just paused the stream. No, please reload. Hello?
Hello.
Yeah, okay, I don't see the stream anymore. Oh, okay.
Well, rip.
Yeah,
Goodbye.
just go ahead. I'm gonna have it soon again.
Yeah. So
Okay, I have it.
this area casually can be quite the pain because you can't see anything, and obviously in your first playthrough you have no idea where anything is. But actually, it's quite a small area that's very simply designed, and both runners obviously know exactly where to go.
Did Toinon go for the Japanese pathing?
I'm not sure. He definitely didn't go for the Fogate skip. I'm not sure if he did the Japanese pathing. Either way, it's like a 1 second difference. So,
1.5, hello.
like, hello.
Okay, so Nito. This will be the second fight they use the stone armor, or in Master's case the third. Because Nito has a bunch of skeletons in his boss fight, and they will stagger you if you're naked. So they just need a poise of their armor to be able to tank the skeletons and hack away at the boss.
You saw Master heal up to be safe. Captain might heal up here after this Fogate.
Oh. What is this? What's this insanity? Okay.
Oh, okay, he's
Flips it in the boss
in
fight.
the boss arena.
You want to need to walk a bit to you, so it actually does make sense to go a bit there. Because in the back of the arena there are big skeletons.
Master getting the nice dodge.
That's
Getting
a
the
nice
stream
setup
attack.
there. And Toinon with the RTSR setup in the fight. Oh, it doesn't kill him?
Oh, okay,
Oh
he
my
got
god.
him. Master getting
Okay.
rid of the skeleton.
Yeah, nice disrespect kick there. Okay, a little bit of edge for Toinon there. It's like 10 seconds again, maybe more.
So now Capitaine is approaching 4 kings.
Yeah, not going for bench skip yet again.
Hacking tryhards.
So they need to use the ring, the go boss fight, Sif dropped, to be able to survive in the arena of the Four Kings. The Four Kings arena is a very well designed, throughout, thought out arena, with a lot of attention to detail, as you will see soon. And to get there, you will first see your out of bounds skip, the seal skip. Since they don't have fall control, they have to use a 2 crit out there. Reverse the slope crit out onto a little platform down beneath. Toinon does it now. And then they
Should
just
be
roll
fine.
out of bounds. And the funny thing is that if you train the water Newlander. Oh god, he would have died there if he didn't crit out immediately. But that should be fine now.
Yeah, he got it. That was
Yeah.
really Monka shaky.
Yeah, that lost him some time too. Unless Master.
Yeah, that was like an 18. That was like an 18-second difference, but now it's like around 7 seconds again. Like, what is happening even? Like,
yeah.
So basically, with 4 kings, this fight, you haven't explained 2 kings, did you?
Nope.
So basically, what this boss fight is designed, or how it is designed. So there's going to be several NPCs spawning, and every single NPC has his own health bar. The king has his own health bar, but you can also see that there's a cumulative health bar on the bottom. And what you see Toinon do is he attacked when the king was dying, so you can damage him as the king is dying, and deal damage to the overall health bar. And that way they can actually just do it in a 2-king cycle instead of actually having to kill 4 kings. Curiosity is that you can actually spawn up to 12 kings if you know what to do and how to do the fight. So there's not just 4 kings. It's really interestingly designed for sure.
Yeah. Kings also don't spawn based on health, but on time.
Yep.
So in a route like E2+5, where you basically kill the first king immediately, doesn't really matter how fast you do it, because it's gonna take 40 seconds anyway until the second spawns. So now both of them only have the unnormal segment with Quinlan and Priscilla left.
Gwendolyn might actually decide this race right now.
Yeah, right.
Like,
so
Gwendolyn is a boss completely dependent on RNG.
Yeah, he has 3 attacks, and one of them will lock you in place, and you can do nothing about it. Then one of them will get you closer, and only the 3rd attack will let you actually hit him without dying.
I'm having butterflies right now in my stomach, dude. This is so close.
Oh, that's so good. It's so good.
Both players playing insanely well. Insanely well.
Yeah.
Like, the only thing really was, for Capitaine, was the death on Calamite, which gave Master the opportunity to catch up. Because his overall run has been slower, but that one death really made it close.
Yeah, it's really funny. If Toinon loses, we can blame the Nico trigger. And if Master loses, we can blame his fucking asylum at the start.
Oh my
So
god.
stupid. So stupid. What time losses they took there.
Oh, so Capitain is actually gonna go for Musop in the fight.
Well, I guess he's pretty confident, not going for the insane speed soul stretch of the creeping summing in the Focate for the Quinlan AI to not load.
Okay, so here comes the first homing soul mass. Here's an orb he can progress after this one. Here's another orb. Now he's gonna have to wait for arrows. Okay, so
it
there's
needs
homing
arrows.
soul mass.
That's another orb.
There's orb.
That's another soul mass. Oh
Meanwhile,
god,
Master.
another soul mass. Okay, now they're basically even. It completely depends on attack now.
Yeah.
Completely depends on attack. And they both get
And
soul
Masters.
mass. So.
Oh, they both got the arrows at the same time. Like, what?
Are you kidding me? What?
Oh my god. Like, what is happening right now to this game? This is so close. Like, Master is like 3 meters ahead right now of Capitaine. That's literally half a second difference between the two.
Doesn't get a crossbow shield out, so that might give Captain a little bit of edge again. Like,
that's hard to tell though, because obviously you lose a little bit of time while moose swapping. You lose like a second by performing the moose swap, so it's super hard to tell. Oh, okay, Master popping humanity.
Well,
not sure if that was.
Goes for the
not sure if that was necessary, honestly. Yeah, hidden body should do the job to getting through Painted World, even with RTSR. I think this might be.
That was the better decision of Toinon, I guess.
For sure, for sure.
Yeah, now he's Toinon's ahead again by like a second.
Yeah, there's a slight desync as well. So like at that point they were completely even.
Yeah, we'll have to see what SRL says if it stays so close.
But also Master now is gonna save some time by not casting Hidden Body. But he's using Blossom, so like what is Master doing?
Toinon missing the stairs.
Okay, not getting blocked by the hollows, that was really important. This is gonna depend on like
might depend on Priscilla's spawn point.
Yeah, the thing is that Master doesn't have RTSR while Capitaine has. I don't know how the fight is with DT +5.
If you're actually, I'm not sure. Like, Toinon actually going. No, okay, nice. Thought he would go for the Drake, which is obviously slower RTA, but faster in time. So without RTSR, well, I triggered with the Dragon 2, I think both of them will do.
But like Master is not killing the archers, so that's another little time save.
Yeah. So without RTSR, he will have to trigger one warning attack and then one attack, whatever. For Priscilla, RTSR should trigger one attack. Okay, let's see. So Priscilla will. Oh god!
You almost missed! Oh, okay, good spawn for Master!
Really good spot.
But so does Capitaine! So does Capitaine! What? This is insane! These 900 IQ strats by Master! Using humanities instead of hidden body! And then he cycles through the inventory through the longer side, losing frames. What are you doing? This is 876 IQ race right now. This is all gonna come down. All gonna come down to Gwyn,
and the Black Knight setup, I guess.
Or the Black Knight setup. If one of them gets trolled, that can lose quite a bit of time.
Yeah. Oh god.
Like, how are we not supposed to yell at this race? Like, how?
How are we not supposed to yell? Yeah, that's a good question. That's a good.
Oh my god. So they're both gonna get hit by the Silver Knight here, the first guy. They need a sprinting attack, basically, by the Black Knights or Silver Knight, whatever they are.
There. God, what the hell?
Master getting the instant one, that's perfect. Same thing for Capitaine. Oh my god! This is literally coming down to the Gwyn parry.
Oh god.
Is the quit out faster in game RTA or not?
No.
No? Okay.
No, definitely not. Just run and jump out of the boss fight. It's much faster than loading back in.
This is the craziest shit I've ever seen when it comes to races. Like, I've never seen a race this close in such a long category. I've seen close races in like 20-30 minutes games, but I've never seen a finish like this in Dark Souls.
And really good time for both players too. Like,
Yeah, this
they're
is
both
insane
looking at like
pace.
120, 121.
Exactly, that's really good. They're both
really
entering
shaky
the
right
Gwyn
now.
fight, both of them rolling so they can get hit through. Okay, Master gets the parry, now the riposte.
Master two hands. That's actually slower. You don't need to two hand there. Okay, now.
Oh my god, Master got the good attack! Toinon got the slower one! This is so close! Master is ahead! Master's gonna win!
Why does Toinon cast his body? What the fuck?
What are you doing? Master is the winner! What just happened? What just happened?
What?
2 seconds!
What the fuck was that hidden body cast though? What the fuck was the hidden body cast?
What happened? Did he like press the button by accident?
That's literally the Nico trigger.
That's the that's silent. Like what? Like the hidden body didn't lose that much time, but it definitely did lose a second at least.
Yeah, and I mean we are not sure about the latency we have from those guys. So I mean it might actually have cost him there. And
This is
Nico definitely cost him.
Nico, yeah, definitely cost him. Like he didn't even have audio, dude. Like he did it when we couldn't even hear it. He sacrificed his tournament life for our pleasure, and we couldn't hear it. What is life? What is life, ladies and gentlemen? This is so oh my god! Like I'm literally sweating right now. This is insane.
Oh my god. Okay, let's see if we can get them in here for an interview. Over. That is
Hi.
Toinon. And that
Hello,
is Master.
hello, runners.
Oh my god, are you fucking
Hold on.
serious?
Well, did you stump the cleric?
He did, yeah. He lost the
Lost it
race
run.
because of it.
That lost
And
it,
we
man.
couldn't even hear it, man. Like, oh my god.
That literally lost it.
Oh my, are you fucking serious, dude?
Well, Master also forgot to use firebombs in Asylum. And also
Yeah,
sleeping friend RNG. Like, it came
I-
down to the
I did
smallest
a
thing.
firebomb plunge combo in Asylum Demon.
What's your real-time life split? Because
I
You
kinda fucked it
are...
up. It's
Yeah,
exactly
you
what
were
it
1
shows.
second. You are 1 second apart. Like,
It's
1 to
literally
2
what it shows
seconds
in
apart.
SRL.
1 second? Oh my.
116.38 IGT. What's your IGT at?
116.14.
Ah, dang.
Dang,
Oh.
guess Toinon's doing after all. No.
Low on IGT, I guess.
So, the hidden body cast was interesting, Toinon.
I mean,
You
when
wanted to
I
fucking meme me.
dude, because I parried Gwyn, and then right after parrying Gwyn, I saw you still didn't finish, so I was like, all right, I won, because literally
yeah,
the
you
only
cast
thing that
the
I have
hidden
left to
body.
do is to walk outside of the boss fight. So for the meme, I casted the hidden body because
Oh my
why?
god.
I don't
You
fucking
did,
know
yeah.
why.
You lost,
then-
like...
And then you beat me by a second. I
You
cannot
lost
believe-
like you lost like 0.8 for that hidden body, so even with it or without it, it would have probably been the master victory. But like, holy shit, guys! Like, congratulations to both of you because
Yeah, thank
we
you.
were all the winners.
Yeah, GG Master as well.
Also Master,
Man. Yeah.
you don't need to two-hand for Gwyn. So that's another
Yeah, master
Yeah.
bit.
two-handed. Yeah, so
I
it was a little bit slower.
I was in optimal muscle memory because I haven't been playing the game for more than a week.
Yeah.
Which is why I
It came
forgot to
down-
farm Asylum Demon. I kept accidentally almost warping to the wrong places. Like all sorts
Like-
of wrong menuing and all that. It's all muscle memory and optimal.
Like insane, absolute insanity, guys. Like this is one for the history books. Like this is gonna be remembered for a
Goosebumps for like the last
long
20
time.
minutes.
Was it close all the way through?
When Toinon died to Calamite.
Toinon died to Calamite.
Because
Okay.
I just brain farted so much on Calamite. It's just I don't know.
Yeah, then
you rolled a bit
you never
too
left like
late,
25 seconds.
I
unfortunately.
got scammed on a Silver Knight.
Also, don't think that you can do that with the SRL points, Master.
What?
Get wrecked.
Wow.
Wow. Well, it was nice, I guess.
Like, I don't even know what to say.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I guess
boy.
Master go up against Stanford now.
Yeah, the Russian gold gamer. Like, Master, if you play like this again, then I think you're gonna be able to take the next round.
The Ruski God Gamer.
The,
never know.
tactical brain helping, dude. Like,
I'm
guess.
glad. I was like, no, it's Toinon. I'm not gonna waste my time stomping the cleric. I'm glad I did.
yeah, both of you played like insanely well. Like, both of you skipping the same bonfires, literally the same route, except Master killed Butterfly before going to Dukes. That was like the only difference.
Oh, well.
Yeah, I don't even know what to say.
Wait,
How many times did you die, Master?
Oh, did I actually undo and split my splits again because it was
You
tight?
did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why I did undo again, because otherwise I would have won on SRL, and I refused
Oh,
to
oh.
steal the victory.
Yeah, I did not want to do that. I had my because I had to fucking re-download Live Split and redo my button bindings. I forgot to put the global hotkey thing on and
Yeah.
off on, so I just rip.
Yeah, it's fine. You got the victory.
Like, yeah, Capitaine was faster throughout like the entire run. He had faster fights, cleaner execution, but then that one death on Calamite really gave Master a chance, and he took it. Like, he definitely did. Then Master got ahead by quite a bit because of the Gaping Dragon RNG, right?
Oh yeah.
Capitaine you had to quit out, but then Master failed the plunge once, had to quit out in Catacombs, so that like put you up ahead again. Like, it was actually insane. And then
Yeah,
the
that
most insane
Gwendolyn,
moment,
both
that
were
Gwendolyn,
like, okay, Gwendolyn is gonna decide it, and you both got the arrow attack at the exact same moment.
that was insane.
It
You were
was crazy.
literally completely even after Gwendolyn.
Oh yeah, the Gwendolyn RNG. I
Even
lost like
after
20
that
seconds.
stupid Gwendolyn, yeah.
Oh,
I also
Yeah,
had,
both
like,
of you
raise soul
had the
masses
same RNG. Or Master was a bit behind when approaching Gwendolyn, so he got a little bit faster RNG, but you got the arrow attack at the same time, so you were completely
We had
even.
discussed like Painted World, hidden body cast from Toinon versus humanity from Master. What is faster? Like,
Yeah, like, that was so insane, right? Like, Priscilla without RTSR, the other one with RTSR, both of you getting the same spawn for Priscilla? Like, what?
they're both getting this instant attack from Flag Knight.
Really,
Oh, God.
Stannis? Oh boy.
Like, we're just sheer pop jumping for like.
Apparently
20
our
minutes.
Gwyn kills were 0.2 seconds off each other.
Nice.
Well, then,
Yes.
if that's really the case, if Stannis is not lying, like, about his consistency with the robot skip setup, then you lost the race because of hidden body. Like, what?
No, because according to Stennis, I was behind already when I.
Oh, okay, yeah, I read it the other way around. Okay,
but
well,
you
my
jump
bad,
also.
sorry. That's true, yeah.
I'm just gonna every race now. I'm just gonna accidentally Earth split. You know, just.
No, I like actually fucking.
Should we do like a
supercharge
frame
and
count
see-
for this? Like.
Frame count. I think it's pretty clear, but like that was insane. That was the craziest thing I've ever seen when it comes to speedrunning
I
races.
don't think anyone can top that race.
Yeah, I guess that shows that it's not because we're in the loser bracket that there is boring
Yeah,
races.
definitely.
Yeah, for sure. Like,
most definitely. Like,
All the good races are coming up pretty
Incredible.
soon, so.
like every single runner that's left in the tournament now is super, super good. Even though, like, you know, people are in the losers bracket, that just means they lost to God knows what, dying to battle, for example. But like, every single player right now is insanely talented, insanely experienced at the game, and every single race should be a blast now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry for anyone who doesn't know the game that much. We basically dropped commentating for the last 15 minutes. Oh god, it was just no.
It was like I couldn't handle it. Like I was literally dying inside because that was
Oh. Okay. Well.
so.
Yeah, I guess we're gonna close that now.
Yeah, congrats to both runners again. Congrats to
Yeah,
Master for
thank you. Congrats,
going
Master.
forwards by
Yeah.
1 second.
GG, man.
Super
Sorry.
great race, guys. Next week
Okay, bad
we have 2 races: Stanford vs Master and Pink versus Mr. Broad.
Damn.
Yeah, that's it. I think next income will postpone it for 2 weeks.
Yep.
There is a
winner's bracket
possibility that
final.
I'm gonna face off the Dutch God Gamer.
Yes, there's a
Oh, hell
possibility.
yeah.
Just
The
gotta beat
the
Dan,
rematch.
then be
A rematch. But
My
this one I'm not
Broad.
gonna forfeit.
Be
The rematch everyone wants to see.
Rematch is possible. I believe in it.
Yeah, so go ahead and follow masterr876 and CapitaineToinon, like both of them showing amazing skills and putting up an amazing show. Once again, like big congrats to both of you because it was crazy.
Yeah, crazy.
Thank you. And thanks for commentating, guys. And thanks to Speed Gaming again.
Yeah, it was our pleasure. Thanks to Speed Gaming for hosting this tournament. You can find out more info at speedgaming.com/ds. The schedule is there, updated with every single race, and the channel is going to be on. And yeah, I guess we're going to be signing out. Thank you everyone for watching. Thank you, Red,
Swiss
for
Showdown.
co-commentating this with me.
Yeah, thanks to you too.
Swiss Showdown delivered.
Swiss
sure.
Showdown definitely delivered here.
Oh
well,
my god.
You do the next races next week. Bye bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Well, take care, everyone.